Solve the system by elimination. Now, we've looked at two other methods of solving systems of equations. We did graphing and we did substitution. This is a third method. Now, this method is convenient if all of your x's, y's, equal signs, and numbers are lined up. Oh, look, they are. It's also convenient if in one of your variables you have the same exact coefficients, but one is positive and the other is negative. Oh, look at that. That's the case too. So now we're going to use elimination because this method is faster. Once you have everything stacked up in some type of order, all the x's, y's, equal signs, and answers are all stacked up, and once you have a negative something x and a positive something x, and they're the same, it could be the y's too, you add the rows. So we are going to add negative 4x plus 4x, which cancels out. How nice. Now we have to add the others. Negative 2y plus 8y is 6y. Drop down the equals. Negative 12 minus 24 is negative 36. In order to solve for y, all you have to do is divide both sides by 6, and y equals negative 6. So y is solved for. Now what I have to do is solve for x. I pick any equation I want. I'm going to pick the bottom one because 4x is positive and I prefer positives. Rewrite it out, but replace y with negative 6 because y is negative 6. So 4x plus 8, replace y with negative 6 equals negative 24. 8 times negative 6 is negative 48, and everything just kind of comes along for the ride. Drop down the 4x, drop down the negative 24, and solve for x. Add 48 to both sides, like you normally would a two-step equation. Drop down the 4x. Negative 24 plus 48 is positive 24. Divide both sides by 4. X equals positive 6. Now that x equals positive 6 and y equals negative 6, you have a brand new point of 6, negative 6. Now what this means is this is a solution to a system of equations just like it's been with the other solutions to equations. If I were to label you x and if I were to label you y and plug those in for x and plug those in for y, I would get a true statement for both of these. So if I were to graph these would intersect at negative or 6, negative 6 right there at that point. But I'm not going to do that because who wants to graph these? That's why we have substitution and elimination. And again, elimination is for when things are kind of nicely in order and stacked up perfectly.